feel like you just can't take it one more minute. Yeah, like I did not win a life's lottery. I have zero privilege, like no privilege. I feel like everything in my life at the age of 58, born in the year 1966, has gone sideways, backwards, and whatever way you want to go, but not forward. I don't get it. I worked hard my whole entire life. I wasn't really parented at all. And, just had these baby boomer parents that were just kind of partying all the time. And so I had to take over and was actually homeless by the age of 17 and working full time at 13. And didn't really get to enjoy life. No, I was so desperate, being so poor. And I'm just like, hey, I got my brain. Smart girl that I am. I can just be a smart girl and be a hard worker, and I can just power my way through this. It can happen. It didn't happen. It did not happen. No, friends, it did not happen. It just felt like, I got married and then had 3 kids, got a master's degree, and then I ended up divorced. You know how that rolls. He wanted somebody with a little bit higher status. He's like, well, you can't sew. You can't play the piano. I was the perfect trad wife. You need to watch that video. The dark life of a trad wife. I was perfect, except I could not sew or play the piano. Oopsie. Yeah, it got me thrown off the island. And stuck in a small southern town with no help from family at all. The church kicked us out. Why? I think that's what Jesus said to do, right? Kick out the single moms with 3 kids that really need help, mentoring, and support. Yeah. So we got kicked out of everything. It was just us in a haunted house in East Tennessee. So just give you a little background information. Like we literally lived where the Cherokee Indians had lived, and also where there's some Civil War things that had happened, battles and such. And they would do fires, as we called Signal Mountain, because they'd do these signals on top of the mountain. On top of that, I bought a house right before the market crash and lost $100,000 on this house, and also lost $100,000 during my divorce due to the stock market crash. And she just happened to have had a daughter that was murdered by her husband in the woods of North Carolina, who decided to come back and haunt us on top of all the other ghosts. It was a ghosty house. They're fun. I didn't really have any problem. Short of December 31st, 2019. Oh, we know what's gonna happen the next year. Oh, it was not good. Oh yeah, those ghosts were pissed off. They were just going crazy. They're going crazy. They're so mad at me. They'd been living with me pretty happily for about 13 years. And then all of a sudden at the last minute, they all just pitched a fit like it was a freaking episode of Poltergeist. I lost a cat. She went to live with the other family. She really wanted to move anyway. Fortunately, I still have Yuki and Min. Thank you. I like that. I was like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. So I moved to Nashville. Just happened to work at the most violent school in the country. I hope no other schools are that violent. I am just hoping, because that was scary. There was I walk into my classroom and there's a chair covered in blood, and the kids are like, yeah, it's not Kansas anymore. It's not. On my last day, I got in trouble because one of these was a student who was coming out as a female who was a male, who had a religious family who didn't agree. And he got into an argument with her bestie, and they were just going back and forth. And I was just like, whoa, dude, there's fighting out in the hall, and I think somebody's already died, and I hear an ambulance and there's blood. I'm just going to, hey boo, hey boo. I didn't really think anything about it. It got posted on social media, and I got like literally pulled out of my classroom, yanked by a principal, saying, what did you do? We're getting you off this island. I'm like, the sooner, the better. Get me off Crazyville. I'd rather serve drinks, which I started to do, and that's been amazing and wonderful. I love my second career. You need to watch that video. It's amazing. Love it. But friends, as much as I love my second career, it's amazing, I do have to pull that garbage out at 3 a.m. in the morning. Nobody does it for me. Hey bartenders, I'm your mom's age. Could you help out a little bit? They don't. You have to take care of yourself. Usually I end up doing everything at the end of the night for everybody else, which is cool. I love everything about my second career. That being said, how long can I do this? Share the numbers. I have about $3,000 between a teacher's pension and investment income. What would that get me in the United States? We understand. It could get me like living in my car. It could get me like a storage container or a tiny house in Omaha, Nebraska. I don't want to live in Omaha. No. I'd probably pick living in my car in Nashville any day over that. So $3,000 in the United States does not go very far. It does not. So that is why you need to watch my video, why I'm considering to move overseas, where $3,000 actually you can live like a king or queen. And then also I could quit that day job. Although I love it, I love people I work with, but 3 jobs, 1, 2, 3, be wearing mama out. Mama is tired. She just wants to work 2 jobs. She's tired of working 3 jobs. But if you love this video, you need to watch the next video. And friends, I'm just wishing and praying you peace, love, and joy.